Alrighty, good evening ladies and gentlemen, this is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters cast. Going to be checking out more of the GSL, and it's not GSL, is it? It's the American WCS League game, Premier League, round of 32 I believe it is. And yes, GSL is only for South Korea I believe, so getting completely confused at the start of the game. But whatever, it is all a bunch of fun. So let's deck out the players. Up the top left side of the map, we have Mr. CranK, 25 years of age from South Korea, plays for Team Axiom. And that is awesome. And his opponent, running the Ling across the map, is going to be Mr. NesTea. Says Alula here, but it is Mr. NesTea, 31 years of age from South Korea, not currently part of a team. Let's have a look here, because he was part of the Incredible Miracle team until the end of March this year, so it looks like he's been going solo for quite a long time, and obviously he's still doing an awesome job. So let's see exactly how he does over here. Going to be having a crack at that probe, but the probe does get away, puts a pylon right at the front, and currently he is guarding the gate while the wall is missing, which is a very, very interesting tactic, having the Zealot there. I assume he's going to pump out a couple of gateways as soon as this pylon is finished, but damn does it look hilarious right now. You can see he's on hold position because the Lings were there and he wasn't moving, so hold position, guarding the gate when the wall is missing. I'm just waiting for these gates to get up there because, oh man, that's so funny. So yeah, Mr. NesTea down the bottom right, getting Ling speed out, getting a lot of other good stuff out, not really pumping on the gas yet. In fact, he hasn't got much at all, but starting to get some of it again. Maybe thinking about a layout, not really sure. Definitely thinking about a third base, and we do have a Stargate coming out for Mr. CranK and a Forge Gateway over there, so going to be holding it on. He's got the Stargate all the way in the back, so hoping to keep that secret, and it does look like he is going to be able to, because this Overlord, which came in here to have a bit of a poke around, is going to get chased away. So yeah, not going to be seeing that Stargate for the longest time, probably until it's too late, which is probably not good, because that means no sport. Holy crap, how did he get 19 workers on his expansion already? Maybe I'm just not paying attention to Zo games so much, but it seems nuts so that they macro. I mean, 40 at the 7-minute mark, that's pretty crazy, but it's not out of the ordinary crazy. I think most players can probably get this. They do hard macro. I think the difference is some of them probably have their third base up by now, so they can move over. Or maybe I'm just not paying attention. The Overlord pushing in hard. Let's have a look here. Let's see what it can see. It's getting close up, but there's a second sentry on it. And no dice. Does not get close enough to see the Stargate. But it's not going to matter in no time at all, because this guy is going nuts. Ooh, are we thinking about a third base here as well? Mothership Core trying to hold it off, but the probe does go down. Very unfortunate. There we go, the Oracle just dicing around. No Spore Crawlers coming up yet, but I assume the Queens will start to take care of these guys. The Oracle's giving NesTea enough time. He's just sort of bugging around, not really doing a lot, getting shot by a Queen. Does get a few kills in there, but loses a ton of life. So it was a very, very vague sort of attack. He's just sort of like wandering around. Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I just sort of hang around and stuff? And in the end, got some kills, but yes, very, very vague. I almost looked at that Oracle and I'm like, all right, he's over there. Is he lost? Does he need to stop and ask an Overlord for directions on the way to the nearest hatchery? Like, what's going on here? But yeah, there we go. So, in the end, Hallucinated Phoenix coming on out. What have we got going on for Mr. NesTea and for CranK in terms of tech? Let's have a look. We do have a Rotron. Now, I saw a Hydra Den coming up as well. Very, very nice. Looks like ranged weapons. So, it looks like definitely some sort of Hydra play. Sorry, not prey. Some sort of Hydra play coming out with, yeah, Ling Hydra would be my guess. Not be surprised to see a spy coming in as well. And look, sometimes luck is all you need to get a very nice win, but he didn't quite crack onto it. He was too afraid of these guys running off and attacking the nearest zealots. He was trying to stop and hold position and do all sorts of funny stuff. Finally scouted that Stargate. Better late than never. Although he must have known it was there already, so maybe it's just better before, and if it's late then you don't get squat out of it. So yes, same Oracle coming on in. There is a Spore Crawler over here though, and there is also a Spire, so he's not going to last very long, but damn, he's going to scout that Spire, which I suppose is important. Not that you couldn't make an educated guess and say, oh, it's probably going to be Ling Hydra Corruptor at this stage, but it's nice to confirm these things. And that pylon is not looking good at all. The cannon comes up, does scare those guys away. The Oracle going past, looks like it may be turning around to go into the main base. There it goes. Oh, just puts a nice bit of vision over there before the Queen scares it away. He's going to run back out, almost seeing those Hydras. I think he did scout the Spire right there. If only accidentally, but I do believe that did scout it, yes. Hopefully he was paying attention to it. But I mean, if there's a small building there, it's pretty much going to be a Spire. I mean, you can tell just by the size of it what it's going to be. I mean, it could be a Baneling Nest as well, but a Spire is definitely a better decision. Yeah, it's a better guess at this point in the game. So you see the Roach Hydra. There are quite a few Roaches actually out here. So yeah, definitely wants to get a bit of a beefier army. And now the Hydras managed to get on the top. Oh, but there is high ground with a Mothership Core, and there is a Nexus overcharge. And the Hydras suddenly, oh, two of them just getting bitch slapped. And the Mothership Core, I think, can take out the last couple, or at least scare them away. So a couple of workers going down there. 4 total for each player. But NesTea has lost a fair bit more in terms of actual military units, and CranK hasn't really engaged any of his military units at all. It's just been base defenses and stuff like that. Whoa! Hallucinated Colossus there just for the hell of it. You never know when somebody is watching, so you might as well keep one out there. And what is the game plan though? If he's not going for Colossus and he's facing Hydras, what the hell is the game plan? Because I mean, he needs something here. It looks like it may be Void Ray play, but ooh, going to be interesting. Only one Stargate though, so that's a bit of an issue. When you go for Void Rays against something like Hydras, you really need a decent amount of Void Rays. Stalkers as well, but I don't know how well they're going to help. Although he's already got level 2 weapons, so level 3 weapons is going to be nice. Mr. NesTea with level 1 and level 2 almost there. Dropping off a couple of Zealots. He can drop them on the high ground there and then just run around straight in there. It will be beautiful. Maybe waiting for Zealot legs before he does that, but here comes some sort of a push. There's a decent, very decent amount of Corruptors there. Very decent amount of Roaches. No Hydras in presence. Maybe he was scared off by the hallucinated Colossus. Wouldn't that be absolutely epic if he actually fell for that? Oh, there he goes. Gets the Colossus up again. Starting to attack stuff, and NesTea, he must realize that this thing is fake by now. So there we go, nice force field play. Did draw him in with that Colossus just a little bit. Oh, hallucinates another one, and the Corruptors are falling for it every time. But then again, they don't have much else to do, and we're down to Stalkers taking these guys out. But Stalkers are awesome at killing Roaches, and the Hydra presence just isn't here. Meanwhile, we got Zealots over there, we got Zealots over there, we got Zealots over there. CranK doing a really, really nice job of getting Zealots absolutely everywhere on the map that he needs to. And here, I mean, look at this. It's basically just all Stalkers with a couple of Immortals thrown in. So Hydras would have been phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal here. And I cannot for the life of me understand why there weren't any Hydras in that map, in that play, because where are all these Hydras? He's only got 2 at the moment. How did he lose the damn things? I thought he had He's only lost 6 Hydras. He's only got 2. So he's only built a total of 8. So he didn't build any of the damn things. I thought he would have got a ton of Hydras. He obviously, maybe he saw the Colossus. Maybe he's just like, you know what, let's press hard with Roaches. Which, I gotta say, yeah, I don't know. Pressing hard with Roaches against a Protoss army, not the greatest of ideas. So I gotta think that maybe he got fooled by the Colossus. It's the only thing I can think of, because going in Roach Corruptor, and I mean, he had a very, very decent amount of Corruptors as well. He had a very decent amount of Corruptors. It was like 8 or 10 of the damn things going out there. And there is no reason why he would get that many Corruptors unless he was fairly certain that Colossus were going to be out there. So I think he fell for it. I think he may have seen that hallucinated Colossus and fell for it, because And that's it. I mean, there's no robotics bay anywhere on the map. So I gotta say that he just fell for the Colossus. I cannot imagine. I don't know exactly when he may have fell for it. We saw the hallucinated Colossus. I don't know if I saw it being attacked or being spotted before the main army of NesTea game over there, but yeah, man, he needed Hydras like there was no tomorrow. Hydras would have absolutely done a fantastic job. They would have struggled against these Stalkers a bit, because I mean 3 weapons, come on, everything struggles against Stalkers with 3 weapons, but they would have done a hell of a lot better than the Roaches, man. The Roaches got slaughtered against level 3 Stalker weapons, and it's no surprise because Roaches will get slaughtered against Stalkers even without weapon upgrades, and it was just absolutely crazy. Oh man, he needed like Ling Hydra. That's what he needed. He needed Ling Hydra, and he had Roach Corruptor, and I can only think that the Colossus was what stopped him from getting the units he needed. And if that's the case, bravo CranK for that brilliant play with the hallucination, because I think it definitely paid off. And there we go. That is the game for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you guys tomorrow with another one. So stay tuned for that.